people, let me remind you, there is no personal use of the internet account.
Not to be confused
Just remember
with
that.
Cookie the host. I'm the guy you gotta talk to get to Cookie the host, and you can start off by telling me how many people we have playing.
Okay, we're getting a little static. Can someone clear that up, please?
Excuse me. Good going. Player 1, now give us your name.
10.
She reminds me of a dental
Player
hygienist.
2, step on up.
Dang.
45 seconds.
Player 3, show us your mastery over the alphabet.
My father was a funeral home.
You know, one more thing. You looking for a 21-question game or more like a 7-question tournament game? All over
30 seconds.
Player 1, your buzzer is the letter Q, as in quisp. Player 2, you've got the letter B, as in backpedal. And player 3, you are the letter P, as in paladin.
Get your
20 seconds.
revving.
A little monkey?
Here comes question
All right, let's work
7.
that
I can
magic.
go higher.
Alrighty, heads up. Here's how the game works. First one of you to buzz in on a question gets first stab at the answer. So you buzz in, and then press 1, 2, 3, or 4, depending on which answer you want. Real easy. Got it?
10 seconds.
Good luck.
9.
Okay, and get rid of the desktop.
7,
Let's go to
6,
black. All right,
5,
folks, see you on the other
4,
side.
3.
Silver Lining Tarot Center, making the great beyond just a little bit greater.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Hey there, welcome to each one of you three. Listen, what you gonna do after the game? You got plans? Because I'm probably just gonna...
Cookie, hon, remember what the producer said about fraternizing with the contestants, okay?
Okie dokie. Okay, there's no turning back now. Unless you hit the escape key and quit out. Okay, first off, gotta give you your screws. All right, word on the screws. You get to a question that you know your neighbor doesn't have an answer to, stifle that pity and screw them. Buzz in and hit the S key. They'll thank you for it later. Keep your arms inside the car at all times while the game is in motion. We're off. I wonder what player 2's gonna pick. Now serving.
Knocked up. Who's there?
And you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. Imagine this. Say you're a student at Pregnant U. Based on the typical amount of discomfort during each trimester of pregnancy, which trimester exams should be the easiest? Your first trimester exams, your second trimester exams, your third trimester exams, or your fourth trimester exams? Up to you, player 3. In the second trimester of pregnancy, most women feel less uncomfortable than in the first or third trimesters, so second trimester exams should be gravy. Unless you've taken Lamaze class as an elective, that test sucks. Player 3, give me some category. Well, what do we have here? Read my lips. No more history questions. And you're playing for $3,000 cash money. Think fast. Which of these was not a winning campaign slogan for a U.S. president? Jackson forever, go the whole hog, free wool for our breeches, old rough and ready always loved his men, or poked him in 44, we'll pierce him in 52. Now, this was a real campaign slogan, but you know what wasn't?
If that Johnson left you with a bad taste, try out Dick in 68.
Player 1, player 2, who wants it? So what's the answer, player 2? Player 1, it's yours if you want it. Old rough and ready always loved his men is the only made-up slogan in the bunch. Hey, here's a funny political slogan for you. I promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Let's have a category, player 1. 1, 2, praise the Almighty 3. Shake hands with. I learned to give hickeys from Pez. How does $2,000 sound? Let's see if you can wrap your head around this. Which of these has never been a flavor for Pez? Chlorophyll, eucalyptus, menthol, or tobacco? Player 3, do it. Tobacco has never been a flavor for Pez. Thank God. I mean, aren't those cute little Pez dispensers addictive enough? Player 3, time to make a decision.
You can't stop at 3, no, you gotta head for, yeah!
Well, looks like this category is, what color is a Bolshevik? This one's worth $1,000. Hope you brought your suit. It's time to get wet. Imagine that Senator Joseph McCarthy started searching for communist activity in the Crayola 64 box of crayons. Which of these crayons would not be suspected? Burnt sienna, magenta, fuchsia, or cerulean? Player 1. Cerulean is the only color here without any red mixed in, so it would not fit into McCarthy's anti-communist red scare. The senator was always one for off-color remarks. Player 1, it's up to you. What's next?
Let's blow this time and head for number 5.
Here we have There's No Plot, Part 3. I'm giving out $3,000 for a right answer. Put it in gear, 'cause here we go. What's the most appropriate title for a movie about a tamarack, a tamarind, a tamarisk, and a tamarin? 3 trees and a monkey, 3 dogs and a walrus, 3 goats and a mountain, or 4 chickens? Tamaracks, tamarinds, and tamarisks are trees, and a tamarin is a monkey. Now that's family entertainment. Player 1, hit me with the category. Open wide and get ready for Get Your Asgard Over Here. $2,000 says you don't know this one. All right, get your finger on your buzzer and complete this analogy. Flight attendant is to airline passengers as Valkyrie is to what? Valley guys, winged horses, dead Vikings, or Valhalla? In Norse mythology, Valkyries were the handmaidens of the goddess Freya and carried the valiant dead up to warrior's heaven. Hey, I didn't get my peanuts.
Shut up and sit down before I split your skull. Oh, it's already split. Sorry.
Player 3, you make the call. Uh-oh, blah, 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 blah.
It's time for Flickerish Lesson.
Step right up to your gibberish category. Stay back or I throw the salad. Let's get the ball rolling at $5,000 for this gibberish question. All right, as soon as you know the answer, buzz in, because I'm taking away some cash every 2.5 seconds. Okay, get ready to buzz in and tell me, with what song lyric does this gibberish phrase rhyme? Found one old tomato, Mom. And remember, don't let the punctuation fool you. First clue, it's from a David Bowie song. No, not that one he did with Mick Jagger. It's from a David Bowie song about a guy who's out in space. Your move, player 2. Space Oddity by David Bowie. I hear Ground Control is also looking for Peter Schilling. You know, that guy who wrote the follow-up song, Major Tom Coming Home. Player 2, take your pick. And this one is, Love the Way You Move That Sack. Get it right, I'm handing over $2,000. By now I know you've heard of Sir Mix-a-Lot's song Baby Got Back, which expresses admiration for nicely shaped backsides. If Sir Mix-a-Lot released a new song called Baby Got Sack Butt, what would he be saying? Baby has a tropical bird, baby has a medieval trombone, baby has a colon disorder, or baby has a small one-person boat? Player 2, it's yours. Dance music, please. Player 3's getting screwed. If baby's got sack butt, he or she is packing a medieval trombone. Medieval trombone, huh? I guess that explains how Sir Mix-a-Lot was knighted. Nice work, player 2. You just screwed yourself. Your call, player 3.
Aloha, question number 9.
And I believe this one's called, Sharon, someday man will land on the moon, right? And it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. Hey, dig this. Archaeologists just found some girl's diary. Which mythological figure might have written this?
Dear Diary, how many times will I say I told you so before the rest of Troy believes my predictions? Oh, I know that answer. Damn Apollo for giving me this cursed gift.
Who wrote this? Helen, Cassandra, Hecuba, or Tootie? Apollo gave Cassandra the gift of prophecy, but the curse of never being believed. I don't understand why Cassandra didn't just shut her mouth and make a killing at the chariot races. Player 3, what looks good to you? Hey, guess what? Now you can brag to all your friends that you've been part of a three-way. Okay, this is simple, but hear me out anyway. You're gonna see a three-way like this one. When the correct three-way member is lit up, buzz in. If you make a match, you pocket $1,000. But be careful, if you don't make a correct match, you'll lose some cash every time you're wrong. And be careful, individual answers don't necessarily have anything to do with the three-way as a group. Okay, let's just say this one's known as To Boldly Go Where Nobody Cares. And that means we're going on a trek. Your three-way is Kirk, Spock, or McCoy. Alrighty, watch your buzzer. Here we go.
Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes!
That's all. Now catch your breath while we see how you did. Player 1, I wouldn't call you a stallion, but it looks like you were leading the field on this one. Let's see who's leading the game now. Hey, Player 1, looks like you're on top now. Nice going. So, is it as good for you as it was for me? Probably better. Okay, let's get on with the game. Okay, either you finished round 1 or you have another round to go. You know, depending on how you look at these things. First, I need to hand out some screws. Might have to use brass clips again. No, wait, here we go. Now remember, everything in round 2 is worth double, so heads up. Player 1, tell me what's happening.
Don't look now. It's question 11.
This category is known as Good Sex Music. And get this one right, you got 4K coming your way. Okay, imagine this steamy scenario. It's getting hot and heavy, and your date asks you to put on some Steely Dan. If you mistakenly put on what the band Steely Dan is named after, what will you do? Slip into some mechanized armor, dab extra musky cologne on your neck, strap on a dildo, or paint your body bright silver? Player 3, make it happen. Survey says... Player 1, Player 2, who's taking it? See, now, I could have given you some cash if you picked this. Steely Dan was named after a dildo used in William Burroughs' novel Naked Lunch. But I mean, if the dildo doesn't do the trick, you might as well give the album a try. Your pick, Player 2, how about it?
I'm getting a reading of 12. Over.
This one's called A Complimentary Soap Bar? It's the best Christmas ever! $2,000 for a correct answer. All right, listen up. There are 10 holidays that the U.S. government has declared federal holidays. Imagine that Holiday Inn hotels offer a sleep-free on federal holidays promotion. Which of these slogans could they not use for the campaign? It's New Year's Day, so snore away. Sail our seas on Columbus Day. Come rest in our Easter basket. Or have your Thanksgiving dinner in our bar. Player 2, grab it. Easter is not classified as a federal holiday. It always occurs on a Sunday when people don't have to work anyway. And after all those eggs, everyone wishes Monday were a holiday. You have the honors, Player 2. Okay, give it up for balls, balls, balls. Play your cards right, you win $4,000. Oh man, I need some help here. I can't remember the name of this sports team. Damn. Hey, if you can think of it, buzz in and type in the answer, capiche? All right, it's a basketball team. Wilt the Stilt Chamberlain was on it. Player 1, it's all you. Player 2, Player 3, who wants it? Take it away. The Harlem Globetrotters are a basketball team. Wilt Chamberlain is an alum, and so is Meadowlark Lemon. All I gotta say about the Harlem Globetrotters, and I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure they fixed a few of those games. It's all about you, Player 3. Which one do you want?
Ain't no love like number 14.
This one likes to go by. Fun things to do with a broomstick. You get 4,000 clams for this one. Put your tray in the upright position. It's time for takeoff. Let's say all the countries of the world are having a limbo party. Since they're called the Low Countries, which group of nations might you expect to limbo the lowest? Greece, Albania, and Bulgaria? Jamaica, Haiti, and the Dominican Republic? Argentina, Chile, and Uruguay? Or Belgium, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands? Player 3, who gets the pointy end? Gotta answer it, Player 1. Oh, what a shame. Player 3, you gotta answer it. Whoa, whoa! Player 2. Now, those are known as the Southern Cone Countries. They'd probably be good at ring toss. So, heard any good jokes lately? The Low Countries is an area of Northwest Europe made up of Belgium, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands. From what I hear about Amsterdam, I bet the Netherlands is also extremely good at 7 minutes in heaven. Your turn, Player 2. What's it gonna be? Excellent choice, Player 2. Players 1 and 3, get away from the keyboard, because Player 2, it's time to play Dis or Dat. The category for this Dis or Dat question is getting all mushy. I'm gonna read off 7 names, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a sad movie, a feminine hygiene product, or both. As each comes up, if it's a movie, press 1. If it's a feminine hygiene product, press 2. Press 3 if it's both. And press 4 if you want to skip. Each correct answer will net you $1,000. And you'll lose $1,000 if you get it wrong or if you don't get to it at all. All right, let's put 30 seconds on the clock. Let's dance. Stay free, Movie Max. Born free. Kotex. Old Yeller. Always. Summer's Eve. Last one, Beaches. That's all she wrote. Hello, 7 out of 7. Let's throw that into your total. Now, that does not suck. Let's move on. Player 1, your choice. What are we doing? The selection is, it ain't a Chevy Citation. How does $4,000 grab you? All right, listen up. I'm gonna...
Cookie, I couldn't stop this guy. He said it was an emergency.
Officer, can I help you?
Yeah, are you Mr. Cookie?
Yeah, I'm Cookie.
Mr. Cookie, I'm Officer Bruce Carter.
Oh, well, what can I do for you?
Mr. Cookie, I need to talk to you outside.
Oh, you know what? Why don't we do this? Okay, we've got Officer Bruce Carter of the Chicago Police Department here with us. Officer, what questions do you have for me?
Well, I don't really have a question. What I got is an illegally parked motor vehicle blocking an emergency exit from this facility.
Well, you should know better than to park it illegally, man.
I ran
You're
a check
cop.
on the car, Mr. Smart Guy, and it comes up belonging to you.
All right, well, why don't you give us a rundown on what the car looks like? We'll see if a player can figure out if it's my car or not.
It's a compact car manufactured by the American Motor Company, and it has an excessive amount of glass forming a type of bubble which encases the seating area.
That's great, officer, but with this game, you got to give the question some sort of a twist.
I wasn't finished. Considering Cookie's character, which of the following phrases would he most be inclined to use while driving the aforementioned vehicle? I must tangle my jumper cables? Pacer, I just met her. You go, I'll stay, or don't be such a brat.
Up to you, player 3.
I just placed a parking violation on an AMC Pacer, one of them cars with the funny bubble windows.
All right, I guess that's mine.
The one with the Babes on Board bumper sticker?
Yes, that was a gift. Could I just pay you for the ticket?
Not a chance, wise guy.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. Let's move on. Player 3, tell me what's on your mind.
On the big bayou in Louisiana, quest on 17.
Coming at you. Is that you, or are you just happy to see me? 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. Heads up, here it comes. It's Friday night, and you're in a Congo Snake singles bar. Which statement are you most likely to overhear? Let's go to the restroom to fix my mascara. Let's go back to my place and shed skins. Look at the legs on that babe. Or, it's cold out, but if I look at you, I get hot. They're tiny and they don't work, but nonetheless, the Congo snake has 2 pairs of legs. And if they got it, you know they flaunt it. Player 3, give me some category. This little number's known as the opening night party must suck. And you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. Get this, you've paid hundreds of dollars for tickets to the latest Andrew Lloyd Webber musical, waited months for the opening to arrive. That night you put on your best formal attire and head for the theater. But guess what? When you arrive at the theater, you see a sign out front proclaiming, "No theater tonight." What the hell happened? All the costumes were stolen, heavy rains flooded the theater, some Japanese actors took over the place, or an avalanche destroyed the sets. No theater, spelled with an H, is a stylized form of Japanese theater. And you know what they say, no theater is good theater. Player 3, time to make a decision. May I introduce, I go to war for her. 1 right answer and $6,000 head your way. Okay, buzz in when you can tell me which mythological figure might have placed this personal ad. Single white male in search of single white female. Seeks wife with face that could launch 1,000 ships. Prefer beauty over richness, power, or glory. Married? Foreign? Even better. Golden Apple Commission for matchmaker. Who placed this ad? Paris, Hector, Adam, or Priam? Player. You gotta answer it, player 3. Hector, I barely touched her. Yeah! Okay, you've been great. Thanks for coming. Player 1, player 2, go get it! Let's take a look at the right answer. Paris was the Trojan who abducted Helen from her Greek husband with the help of Venus. Paris went on to invent the snooty waiter, the $10 Coke, and the month-long vacation in August. Player 1, give me category. The category is, oh my gompers! $2,000 says you don't know this one. Flex those fingers, cause here it comes. If the makers of Romper Room started a new show called Samuel Gomper's Room, whom would the host probably see through the magic mirror? Candy makers, labor union members, White House cabinet members, or Australian skinheads? Player 1. Ooh, ouch. Player 2, player 3. Who's going for? Player Samuel Gompers was a famous labor union leader. Of course, when Samuel Gompers hosts a kiddie show, it brings a whole new meaning to Don't Pick Scabs. Player 2, give me something.
Welcome to the Jack Attack. Keep your eyes on the screen, and when you see two words that match, hit your buzzer. If you're right, I give you $2,000. If you're wrong, you're going down 2,000. But don't forget, remember the clue. Not any old word's gonna do it. It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Fun with body paints. You know what's really great is that edible body paint. Great dessert topping. Anyway, yeah, here you go. Player 2, you should be extremely proud of your victory, cuz I'm afraid that's all you got going for yourself. Be proud of this too.
Great show, everybody. Lovely work as usual. Raoul Hun, what's going on now?
Gee, with games like that, we'll get this empty scoreboard filled in no time. Hey, if you want to play again, just let me know.
Sometimes I'm a little moody when I come.